welcome to another bookish video from me, Johanna, me, my dog and books. I apologise in advance for the bad lighting for this video because it is nearly 5 o'clock and there is no daylight left, and I've left it too late to video this, but it's either this or no video. And I wanted to come on and tell you about my 10 before the end. So this is a book tag I've seen a few people do, and I thought I wanted to talk you through some of the books I want to try and read before the end of 2024. I don't know why it's 10 before the end. Maybe because it kind of rings. Maybe. Don't know. Some of them I got recently for Christmas. Some have been on my TBR since they came out, and some are on charity shop, on libraries. And there's two that are proofs that I want to get read. Well, one I definitely need to read by the 4th of December, and one I need to read. I don't need to read actually, it comes out in March, but I want to read it ASAP. So in no particular order, and I can confirm there are 3 Christmas books in here. But you know, I would be surprised if any of my 10 before the end didn't include Christmas books. I can need to try and plan my day so I actually film some of these things during actual daylight. I did obviously film, I filmed my weekend. I didn't obviously, how would you know, because you've not seen it yet, I've not edited it. But I filmed my weekend reading vlog with my mum around this weekend, but when my mum's around I can't really sit and do, you know, videos like this because just I don't have time. Anyway, ramble chat again. In no particular order, it's literally just the order I've pulled them together. I'm going to talk through some of the ones that I want to read. First one is one that I had on my wish list for ages and got it for my birthday. It's called Hard Copy by Fien Veldman. This cover. I think I talked about this recently. Book haul, which was the books that I got for my birthday. I'll link that in the description below if you've not seen it before. And this is like, this was gifted to me by my lovely friend Meg's Heads in the Pages on TikTok. And wait to hear the synopsis. It's not like I'm constantly talking to the printer, just occasionally. He's the reason I like coming to the office. I care for him all day long, dusting him, encouraging him, reassuring him, and he talks back. That's not how I know he's alive. So, other than that, well, actually, I'll read about the blurb. Despite its whimsical premise, Hard Copy is at its heart a joyful, tender and strangely relatable novel with sharp, playful prose. Veldman tells a story in equal parts searing intelligence and madcap sweetness. Simply brilliant. Honestly, my lips are so dry right now. I need to maybe put stuff on it so I don't look like an absolute riot. Why did I say that out loud? Halfway through talking to you about a book. Honestly, I don't know what goes on in my head. The next one is one I treated myself to. But oh no, this is reminding me because there's another one I need to read. So now this is 11 before the end. Fake news in the YouTube headline. Because I've just remembered another one. Anyways, this one is the Christmas Wish-Tastophre. It's a middle grade book. Shouldn't take me too long to read because look at the size of the print. But we follow one winter evening, Lydia Marmalade, awesome name, arrives at Lady Partridge's mansion. She has nothing to her name except her sausage dog. Is there another reason I should be reading this book? Nope. Colin, that's the name of the sausage dog, but she's determined to make this her new home. Could one simple wish start a wish-tastrophe? When Lydia Marmalade makes a wish on the most magical night of the year, she is launched into an incredible adventure. I don't know why, but I absolutely adore middle grade books at Christmas. They're just full of the level of coziness and warmth and joy that I like, that isn't like, that some people maybe get from romance books and I don't because I'm not really a romance reader. It's also a reason that I really enjoy Middle Grade March, run by the lovely booktuber Krista, and I'll tag her down below. And you know what? Just can't knock a good middle grade Christmas story, in my personal opinion. off of the Christmas topic, but I must remember to come back to that 11th book that I've just remembered. I also want to read The Memory of Animals by Claire Fuller, because I've not read any Claire Fuller's. This was due back on the 14th of September. You'll be pleased to hear I have renewed it online many times, and to be honest, I really need to read it now, and so I am able to return it to the library. It says, humans are useless at learning from their mistakes. We just have to keep making new plans. When Neffy wakes up from an uneasy sleep in a hospital bed, nothing is as it should be. There is no food and nobody to tend to her. The city streets outside her window have fallen silent. She doesn't know it yet, but a debilitating new virus is sweeping the globe and the world will never be the same again. Now, I know given the last couple of years, sort of virus type dystopian books aren't everybody's cup of tea. I still adore them, and I'm really excited to read something from Claire Fuller because I got two of her books from the charity shop because I have a feeling I'll like her, and then I still haven't read, so that's on my list. Next one is an ARC, thanks to the wonderful people at Pushkin Press, and this is the latest book from one of my favourite autobi authors. She's a horror writer. It's Augustina Bazterrica, and it's The Unworthy. This is the unfinished cover, the highly anticipated new novel from the author of TikTok sensation Tender as the Flesh, one of my favourite books of that year that it came out. The Unworthy by Augustina Bazterrica. I don't know if there's a blurb for this. I think it's like a holy horror. But anyway, these words contain my pulse, my blood, my breath. I don't want to go no too much because it is a tiny one, and so that's one I want to read. Then back on to Christmas. I've got Poppy's Christmas Cracker, which I requested from Verve Books because they're doing a book tour for it. Because it's about Christmas and there's a dog involved. It's a cosy crime with a bite. And this one involves a dog. What's the dog's name? Poppy, obviously. A French patisserie opens in a village in Ashton and Mead, so that's in England in the time for Christmas. And local residents are very excited about it, apart from Hannah, who runs the local tea shop, because she feels a bit threatened by the competition. But then, is it Hannah? Oh no, Hannah's the tea shop owner. But the owner of the patisserie is found dead. And obviously Hannah becomes the prime suspect. That is until Poppy, the doggo, makes a surprising discovery. It's a little quirky one. Cozy crime fiction with a dog. I'll show you. By the Crime and Mystery Club. So this is the little arc. That's the author there. And praise for Poppy's Mystery Tales. I've not read any of Poppy's actually one before, so I don't know. There must be other one, a Poppy Mystery Tales, so there must be others. Fun and heartwarming with all the mystery and tight plotting you expect from Leigh Russell. Leigh is a new author to me, so here's the other ones here. Barking up the right tree, barking mad, Poppy takes the lead. Who doesn't like a cosy mystery with a dog? Well done, Leigh Russell. I look forward very much to Poppy and Emily's next outing. Poppy is the best dog hero since Lassie. I need to read this and review it by the 4th of December, so that's happening pretty soon. Another one, Riley Sager, autobi author for me. I adore his thrillers, irrespective of what people say. I know some of them can be hit and miss for me. For others, I adore it. This I pre-ordered and it came when it came out, which was 2023. Have I read it? It was in my top, was it 24 and 24 books? Have I, which is a what do you call it? A target? A plan? What do you call those things where you make a plan for something? Oh my god. My goodness. Challenge. Book challenge. It was one of my book challenges. Not read it yet. So I've heard really good things, even by people like, because I have since read the one that came out this year, Middle of the Night, and I loved it. But I hear a lot of people love this one more. Also, look at the cover. Then This one is a book club read for Lauren and the Books this December, and it is Gifts by Lauren Barnett. I think it was maybe a year ago or 2 years ago, that I joined Lauren and the Books book club, Patreon book club, at Christmas, and I've stayed on ever since. And at Christmas time, it's her and her husband David who join on the channel, and they choose a Christmas book each. So it was this one, and it's the reason I've ended up with this one. So these were the two choices, and they do like a poll on Patreon, and this one won the poll. So this is the one we're reading. This was Lauren's choice, this was David's choice, her husband David, not my David. But I still want to read this. So this is quite a small book, and I have seen this one. I managed to get it from the library. I have seen it. I mean, it's very pretty. I've no idea about what it's about. It says 12 people, 12 gifts, 1 Christmas to remember. Oh, she wrote the versions of us. Maddie runs the bookshop on Market Square. She's struggling to choose a gift. A watch, a wine subscription, all too much. For her old school friend Peter, who's just moved back from London following a messy divorce. Peter doesn't have a clue what to get for his teenage daughter Chloe. Furious with her mother, she decides to up sticks to move to Kent with him. But he's worried that he really doesn't know her at all. Chloe wants to buy something special for Irene, her grandmother and confidant, who lives alone on the other side of town. Irene doesn't get out too much these days, but she'd really like to find the right gift for Elena, who's so much more than a carer, really always stops to chat for a bit and have a cup of tea, even if it makes her late. And Elena, meanwhile, has eyes on something for ... So this sounds nice. So I'm looking forward to reading that. I think this came out a year or so ago, last year maybe? Has anyone read it? Let me know. Let me see. Oh no, 2021. 2021 feels like last year. Another one that is not festive, but of this time of year, which I was gifted for my birthday from a friend. It is The Winter Spirits, Ghostly Tales for Frosty Nights. This is from the curator of this, the creators of The Haunting Season, which I read, which came out last year, no, that must have been the year before. And wait to see all the authors, the whole collection of stories from the likes of Bridget Collins, Jess Kidd, Laura Purse. Oh no, she's Laura Purse. Going to say that's a different Laura. Catriona Ward, Stuart Turton, and it looks delightful for cozy nights. Look at the sparkle. Listen now. So that is book number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, before I show the last two, I'm going to show the other one that I want to read because a lovely friend told me all about it, and they'd either read it or were reading it and thought I'd really like it, and it's called Happy Bloody Christmas. And I got it on my Kindle for 99p, and I also bought it for my friend Ruth, who was down another weekend in last weekend's reading vlog, because I always get a kind of Christmassy book before Christmas, and so that's on my Kindle, and I really want to read it because it sounds like a fun one, as in the main character is all stressed out about Christmas, she's getting ready, she's got the kids, she's got the in-laws coming, it's just all stress again, and then a dead body turns up in her house and she's like, I don't have time for this to be a crime scene, so I need to get rid of this body and possibly find out what happened. So that sounds like a fun ride. So I want to get stuck into that before Christmas, or round about Christmas. Then one that I got for my birthday and I've had on my TBR for forever, and my friend Zoe says I would love it because wait to hear the synopsis, it's kind of right up my street. It's called Tell Me I'm Worthless by Alison Rumfitt. I've also got another one of their books called Brainworms. I have a feeling I will like their writing, and it says a dark, unflinching haunted house novel that takes readers from the well of the literary Gothic up through Brighton's queer scene and out into the heart of modern day trans experience. I think this book was written for me, so I need to read ASAP. And then on the dark side of things, it's A Quiet Tenant that I got out from the library, probably the same time that I got this one, which which will finish today or tomorrow. We used to live here, so I got these out at the same time, and it's The Quiet Tenant by Clemens McCallion, and basically it's a serial killer book. So you follow this main character called Aidan, right, who outside world to everyone else sounds like a lovely guy, seems like a really good guy in the community. Everybody really likes him, but he has a dark secret. He's killed like about 8 women, and he has one in the shed in the back garden. That's all I need to know. This sounds utterly terrifying. So those are my 10, actually 11, before the end. 11 before the end doesn't sound quite as good as 10 before the end that I plan on reading. Please let me know, have you read any of these? Or any on your radar? Or any on your TBR? Or any you're wanting to read before? Please also, but you don't have to put 10, but it'd be great, in the comments, tell me your 10 before the end. Or if you like, I'm never going to read 10 before the end because are you crazy? It's so many weeks before Christmas, it's carnage, I'm not prepared, I don't have time to read. Tell me one book that you're going to read before the end of the year. Again, I'm saying 10 before the end, but it's probably because I'm going to hibernate and I'm not going to Christmas nights out or anything like that. And saying that, I get really busy just doing work and stuff. So it could be overly optimistic in my usual way. But yeah, I'm going to give it a bash. And again, if you just read one or half a book or a couple of pages between now and the end of the year, well done. Because this time of year is busy if you celebrate Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, it's probably also really busy because especially if you work in any of the service industries right now. Kudos to you for dealing with the public between now and the end of the year. I don't know how you do it, because the public can be mean. Again, I digress. I need to stop these digressions. But yes, that there are all the books, I'm going to pile them up for you, that I plan being the operative word, to read, whether I get to them before the end of the year. Do you think I'll manage it? Oh. I love a challenge. I'm also very good at failing them, so I'll keep you posted. I'll give you an update on how I'm doing. Also, when I talk about giving an update, I know I was just about to wrap up and then something else pops in my head, but my lovely booktuber friend, Jen's Reading Life, Jen, she does weekly YouTube shorts. It says, here's what I'm reading this week. And I think I did 1 or 2 and then fell away from it. But I actually do really like watching them. So out of interest, do you watch YouTube shorts? Do you quite like watching, if you follow Jen, let me know if you watch her weekly ones. If not, follow her. She has great taste in books and I just love her aesthetic. So anyway, yes, let me know, because that might be something I do, and then I'll let you know if I get anywhere near these or if my entire reading plans get hijacked by who knows what in life, or my mood. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this book tag 10 before the end, really 11, and thank you as always for watching, for liking, and if you don't already and quite enjoyed watching this video, please do give me a subscribe. Clicky click on the button where don't know where it is, and until next time, I shall see you in another bookish video. Bye!